Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Booth Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. Okay, so here's the bottom line for the Dallas Cowboys. We have Dak Prescott, and that's it. We got Double G as a backup. We've got, of course, Ben DiNucci, Jeff Driscoll. We decided not to sign, and really, quite frankly, if Dak goes down, do you really have confidence in Jeff Driscoll? A guy who's had 9 NFL starts with 1 victory to his name. The reality is the season will hinge on Dak Prescott and Dak Prescott's health. Mike McCarthy was asked on the Rich Eisen show about Dak Prescott's health, and I actually want to play exactly his would be ready to go week 1.
How is Dak Prescott, Coach?
I mean, he looks great. I mean, he really does. I mean, he's in here every day, so I can't say enough about the progress he's made. You know, I think it's like, you know, all of us, there's different thresholds you have to get over when you're coming back from anything, and you could see just his, you know, his ability now to, you know, he's throwing to the perimeter group, and but he's taking a bunch of steps here, and it looks great. We're excited, and I think he'll pick up right where he left off.
Well, when would you say? I know you're not a doctor; you don't play one on TV, and I know coaches do the only control what they can control situation. But is your expectation that week 1, when we learn the schedule next Wednesday, and where you're going to be, that it's going to be Dak for you?
Well, you took away all my coaching one-on-one answers, so I don't have to.
So let's go to the advanced learning. Let's go to advanced learning. Well, you could go full Kyle Shannon and say that we could all be dead by then anyway. So you know.
I'm not one to jump in a news cycle for a couple of days. I like to get in and get out. But no, I think we're right on track. I think everything that you know, the medical, you know, people talk as far as his rehab, he'll definitely hit the target. I'm hopeful that with the OTA practices that he'll be in there full go. But you know, he really looks great. I don't think anybody has any doubt.
And again, I know coaches. Again, you can only control what you can control. It is what it is, and all of those 101 coaching phrases, though. Did you ever at any point during the last few weeks, months before the contract got signed say, Jerry, what's another couple million? Come on. You know, what do you come on.
It wasn't quite like I didn't use those words, but I was definitely in favor of getting the contract done. So, and that was clear. But no, I think it's you know, the business part of this is something we all have to deal with, and some are so much more public than others. So yeah, I think it was. It was a great day when his contract was completed for everybody here. No doubt.
Mike McCarthy here on the Rich Eisen Show, and you have been around some very talented players, certainly on the offensive side of the ball, as we know from all your years in Green Bay with Dak and Zeke and Amari and Gallup and obviously CeeDee Lamb in year 2, and I'm sure I'm leaving off some very important people. Where does this rank for you? Collection of talent. What can be done from your mind, your scheme on the field to win games and championships? Where does this rank for you, Mike?
Well, I think we definitely have a chance to be, you know, one of the better or best groups. Clearly, in my time, it's, you know, I think just really that we're going back to time together. I mean, just, you know, Dak just playing, you know, first 5 games, and Blake Jarwin was injured here in week 1, so just getting all these guys on the field, especially with our tackles, you know, Tyron and LC look great. Going through the workouts to get everybody out there, you know, playing as a whole unit. I think we have a chance to be special on offense.
Wow. With Dak and Blake Jarwin and Tyron Smith and everybody, he feels like we have the opportunity to be something special on offense. Wow. That's when you think that he's had Alex Smith as a number 1 draft pick in San Francisco, had the tail end of Brett Favre, and, of course, Aaron Rodgers throughout most of his career. That's tall praise from Mike McCarthy. Let's make this clear to everybody out there. This season hedges on the health of players. without a doubt. If Tyron Smith and Lyle Collins are like we were last year, that's not going to bode well for a great season for Zeke. Zeke needs some holes to be able to run through. A lot of people think that Zeke Elliott is done and everything else, and I'm sure he has declined. But the thing is Zeke was all the way up here, head and shoulders above everybody else. If he's come back down to the pack, that's okay, as long as you have the other parts in there working. And we don't want to be solely just a running team. We have weapons galore where what we really want to do is we want Dak Prescott to be like a distributor. Okay. You know, the old cars used to have a distributor. Okay. I'm going old school here on you now. You don't have that. You know, you have the rotor, which spun around. And what it did was it actually hit basically every one of the cylinders, or the wire to the cylinder that would fire each of the pistons in the engines. So your rotor spun around, making contact with each one of those points, and each one of those points, when it made contact, fired a cylinder. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we want Dak Prescott to be. We want him to be a distributor who is sending power to each one of those cylinders equally. If the Cowboys can do that, get Zeke running the ball some, get Tony Pollard, outside. Get, of course, Amari Cooper getting some catches in there. Get CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Get Blake Jarwin, catching some, as the security blanket, and Dalton Schultz. Get Michael Gallup going deep. If you keep hitting these cylinders, boom, 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 that engine is going to be purring like a kitten and will be just flying down the field. And teams will have a hard time stopping it. But it all comes down to the health of Dak Prescott and the offensive line. The defense, they don't have to be great. They just got to be better than what they were. They can get a few takeaways each game. We will be in great shape. And then you've got a chance to compete with other good teams. And that, my friends, is what you want. There's so many variables for the Cowboys season. The season could be awesome. Season could be average. But it all depends on health. And getting word from Mike McCarthy that, with the OTAs, phase 2 starts on the 17th, and then mini camps following, that Dak Prescott should be a full go through mini camps would be fantastic. We are months away from getting ready for the season. And if he is able to go full go right now, and I will say to some of you out there that Tom Brady right now is not a full go and won't be until possibly July because of the knee surgery he had. When you think of it from that standpoint, we're ahead of the game, and having players that Dak is already familiar with, it's just picking up right where you left off. Things aren't changing. Everybody knows what we're trying to do. It's just a matter now of getting the timing down. So, with that being said, my man Jet D will be here in a few minutes. We're going to be working on the side of the house, and later on we'll be having the chip challenge. Oh, I think if it's okay with Jet, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a live stream. Live stream with the membership call-in. We'll do it as a Zoom call. And after we get started and set up and everything else, we'll figure out what time we're going to do that. And hope that you guys will join in, and we'll see how it goes. I'm Mark Holmes, and I will see you later.